Hi, it's DrKimDeramo, physician, #1 best-selling author, and founder of the American Institute of Mind-Body Medicine. And in this video, we're going to do an EFT meridian tapping sequence. It's a mind-body tool that's a very powerful way of releasing tension and stress from your body so that you can heal. And we're going to do this to increase your energy and to end symptoms of fatigue. So if you've been suffering and struggling, maybe you have an autoimmune disease or your thyroid's off or you have any other kind of illness and you've zapped your energy and depleted yourself, this is a great sequence to go through and use this tool, EFT meridian tapping, which I'm going to teach you and I'm going to show you how to do for yourself. Plus, we're going to do an actual sequence on this video. So the first thing with EFT meridian tapping, this is just basically a new way of giving your body and your brain new information about what's going on. It's an excellent way to very quickly get you out of the fight or flight pattern that depletes your health and can make you sick. In fact, the fight or flight pattern of that stress, if we're living in that all the time, it creates the stress hormones and the inflammatory chemicals that are shown to underlie every major chronic illness that we as physicians see and treat. So this is a really powerful way to give your body new information that has you get out of fight or flight and enter into that relaxation response, which allows healing. The first thing you want to do when you're doing EFT tapping is to know what to tap on. Now, I'm going to teach you the sequence and the points, but to know what information you're giving your brain and what you're tapping on. So this gets confusing for a lot of people, and I've created a little system to help people do it for themselves. You want to first find what is the disturbance. So if you have a memory or a trauma, or you have a pain or a physical symptom, or you're just really frustrated because you have such low energy, start with that. So you're going to make 3 separate columns. And the first column is the physical experience, the physical symptoms or some of the physical experiences you've had, maybe a memory that have to do with this fatigue. So I feel so tired and so sluggish, I don't want to do anything. Or maybe there's a diagnosis, maybe you're on medication, anything physical. If there's pain, if there's, brain fog or any headaches or anything else physically, you would write that down on the physical column. The next column is emotional. And just ask yourself, how do I feel about this physical challenge, about this illness, about this fatigue, and maybe inability to do some things I want to do? Am I frustrated? Maybe you're angry. A lot of times there's fear. Maybe I'm afraid I'll never be able to do my job and work, or I'm afraid that it's going to have an impact on my family or my loved ones, or I'm afraid I'm going to lose something. I'm afraid I'll never get better. A lot of times that can underlie the symptoms as well. So go through and think about all the emotions that are associated with this physical experience. And if you want to pause the video to do this, I highly recommend getting out a piece of paper, making these 3 columns, physical, emotional, and then mental. And we'll go through this now. So if you're doing yours now, just pause the video and fill out how you feel about this symptom or this experience emotionally. The third piece is mental. What's going on mentally? What are the thoughts, the ideas, the beliefs, the conclusions that I have about this symptom? Maybe there's a memory of a specific thing that happened and I keep thinking about it all the time this thing happened, or there's an idea, a thought goes through my head, I'll never be able to have the life I want, I'll never end this fatigue, I'll never end these symptoms, I'll always have this syndrome, or any beliefs, any ideas, judgments, conclusions that you've been living in that may not even be true. I want you to write those down under the mental column. Okay, so pause the video and go ahead and do this part of the exercise because we are going to begin tapping. Great job. All right, so if you're back and you have your list of what you know to tap on, we're going to begin the tapping sequence. Now, the first place you can start, that's a great place to sort of pattern in a new level of well-being, of ease, and of receiving, is to just let your body know, I love and accept you fully. I love and accept myself completely. So you're going to repeat after me, and I'll feed you the words. Even though I have this challenge, I love and accept myself fully. And we do this 3 times. Now you fill in with the specific symptom or challenge you've had. Even though I have this fatigue, and repeat after me. I love and accept myself fully. Even though I have these symptoms, I love and accept myself fully. Good, just take a deep breath. You're just letting your body know, even though this is going on, all really is well. And that allows your body to restore itself even when it experiences these symptoms. The next point is in the inner eyebrow, just gently tapping. Now, if you're driving in your car, this is fine. If you're sitting in a restaurant, you might want to be a little more covert about this. I personally just do it wherever I am. And the next point is in the outer eyebrow. I'm just going to walk you through the points and then we'll do the sequence. The next point is underneath the eye. Even just tapping, gently percussing on these points will bring your system into more harmony. Underneath the nose, right on the midline. So these ones can be done on both sides, under the eye, and then you come to the midline, just one. So you can do one or both sides. Right on the chin is the next point. Underneath the collarbones, and then under your arm, right at nipple height, right underneath the middle of your armpit. And the last one is right on top of your head. So that's your 1 round of tapping. Take a deep breath. Let it go big as you can. Okay, so now you're going to repeat after me as you tap on the points. Even though I am so exhausted and I feel awful. Outer eye. And I have all these symptoms and problems. Underneath the eye, I feel so depleted. Underneath the nose, I can't imagine doing everything that I think I need to do. On the chin, I don't even know how I'm going to get through the day. Good. Under the collarbone, I feel so exhausted and depleted. Keep breathing. Under the arm, all of these symptoms that I've been having. On top of the head, it is so overwhelming. Okay, good. Now we're going to do 1 more round. I don't know how I'll ever overcome this. Outer the eye, because I'm so depleted, I can't even fight it. Under the eye, I wonder how I could open to receive. Under the nose, and let my body know it's okay to relax. Good. On the chin. But I can't relax while all of this is happening. Under the collarbone. And it's taking such a toll on my life. Good. Under the arm. All of the disturbance this problem has caused. Good. Top of the head. It's taken everything from me and my body. Deep breath in, big as you can. Resets your nervous system. Full breath out. Let it go. Now you're going to do that tapping on your specific physical, emotional, and mental lists that you've made that goes with your specific problem. One of the biggest questions people have is, well, these are all these negative things, and why am I putting negative things into my brain? We've been taught, to affirm, to be positive. I feel so good. I feel so good. Well, just forget about being positive for a moment and start to allow yourself to receive how you really feel, what is really going on. These thoughts and emotions are already running through your system, whether you're trying to be positive or you're not. And tapping allows them to be neutralized. So you can still have that thought and it's no longer harmful. It no longer triggers your brain into fight or flight. It no longer causes constriction in your fascia, in your tissue, in your body. And it no longer creates the disturbance and the awareness of the disturbance of the symptoms. So you're not actually putting negative things in, you're just neutralizing these thoughts, ideas, emotions, and physical symptoms so you can experience your body in complete neutrality and allowing. That is what allows your body to heal. This is DrKimDeramo from the American Institute of Mind-Body Medicine. Share your comments with me and I will support you in going further with tapping to release autoimmune illness, chronic illness, and increase your energy so you can live in full vitality now.